We in here.
So tap in, you guys. Tap in, you guys, and start. We about to get the show started in a second. You know what I'm saying? Yes. For you guys that's watching here on man, we got 45 people in the house in TikTok already. Whoa.
Already?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That's what's up.
I got to figure out how to switch the camera though for you, because I'm like looking. I'm trying to like, how you do this? Y'all might have to give me some pointers on how to do this, y'all, on TikTok. This is our first time on here, so we appreciate you guys watching. And those of you that are watching on YouTube, most definitely, tap in. Let's get live. Whatever, we about to get live in a second. You see Fat Boy over there. The camera's on you, Fat Boy, over there. So we got a lot of stuff gonna be working today. It's gonna be a live show. You know what I'm saying? So
getting the show out to everybody.
Right.
Live.
I'm trying to figure out how to. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out, you guys, how to flip my camera to my guy over here. But for some reason,
it's taking on my shot.
I know, right? What's up, Vanessa, Miss Smith? What's up? Appreciate you joining. Hope you guys like the show, man. This, like I said, this is something new for us. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't even did a whole invite on there. We still live on YouTube. Go to YouTube at Fired Up Broadcasting if you guys want to comment, you know what I'm saying, and be a part of the show. Go there on YouTube at Fired Up Broadcasting at YouTube, on YouTube. Fired Up Broadcasting on YouTube, all right? And enjoy, man, and just join the conversation. And you're about to see a show now, but I'm trying to figure out how to. There we go. Flip the camera. There we go. That's my co-host over there. Fat Boy is at the house.
You already know what type of time we here.
All right.
What's happening?
So we got to pay attention, man. We got to pay attention. We about to go on live on YouTube, Facebook. We got fucking TikTok right now. So we just basically doing a lot, in here today. And we got a special guest for y'all in the house too. So y'all gonna be surprised.
Special guest.
Man, I'm
very special guest.
This is about to be pretty tough. This is about to be pretty dope. This is about to be pretty dope.
Yeah. Most definitely.
All right, so.
Yeah,
let's get it started. We ready to get started?
Hey, intro going.
We ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. We about to get this mug started in just a second. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's the right thing. And I was looking at. I got some video here. Let's go.
The same reason why any type of relationship is tricky.
So I had to look at things, and I had to ask myself, like, okay, why am I feeling good? What is coming up for me? Why am I not okay with this?
All our illusions will disapparate, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man. We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.
I love y'all.
Man, all right, let's go, you guys. We appreciate you guys tapping in. It's your boy Fuel.
That boy in the building, y'all already know what type of time we on. We here.
That's right.
We got a special guest for y'all today.
Yeah, and we're actually, you guys, we live and we actually on TikTok as well. We kind of new on this, so we got cameras working in all kind of different ways and directions. So bear with us or whatever, right? And we got a special guest in the house, you guys. We're also talking about, what are we talking about today, man?
Today we're talking about alpha, beta, sigma, and then we're gonna throw in gamma male. Talking about the latest with Kanye West. We have
Charleston White.
Mm-hmm. We have a special guest, and I'm really excited about our special guest. Y'all know how Fat Boy is about black excellence and striving to be great. So I got something for y'all today.
Right. That's what's up. Okay, man. But I'm huh? What you pointing at, man? Oh, he's there. He's there. He's in the green room.
All right.
Aaron's in the green room right now.
So we get into it.
That's what's up. Let me get this.
Yeah, I'm extremely excited about today. I got a lot of shit to talk. I'm feeling good. Got my nice shirt on. And
hey. Yeah. Happy belated birthday, man. We went because Thursday, you know what I'm saying, it was over the weekend. So happy birthday, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all.
Yeah.
It was
yeah, what you do, dog? What you do for your birthday?
My lady took me out for couples massages.
Oh, okay.
And then
was that the blindfold surprise?
Blindfolded me. Y'all know me, I'm ghetto. I don't like to be blindfolded.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? But no, it was cool. And then she took me to race car driving. Like the go-kart driving.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was kind of fun. Kind of took me back to being a kid again.
Oh, okay. So you were just a big old kid then.
Yeah, I had a ball. No, for real. I
That's
think
what's
with
up.
the PF change was good. I wanted some nice little Chinese food.
Right.
Crazy because we adults now and we old.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to have a little time, a little celebration. But it was beautiful.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Showed me love.
Okay. That's what's up, man.
Shout out to my boy Rob. My boy Rob came and stopped by and chopped it up with me for about 2-3 hours, had a drink with me.
Yeah.
My boy Rob Jack too.
Yeah. We're gonna celebrate a little bit later too.
Oh,
man.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Gotta get our drink on. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something for my boy. You know what I mean?
We gotta have something, man.
Can't let October go through like that. You know, I forgot. I didn't realize that you same sign as my sister too.
Oh yeah, see?
Somebody y'all daggone Libra, right?
We in this thing.
What's up with that?
We out here, man.
Oh, y'all daggone Libras.
These Libras, man. Libras, man.
Yeah, that's what's
Change
up.
the world, man.
Change the world.
Change the world, man. I changed the world,
that's
man.
What's up. All right, man. Well, let's get into this first topic, man. Because who we got here? But let's see who we got in the house real quick first.
No, Nick in there already.
Nick is in the house.
Nick,
we got hello, this is Tequila. Hey, Tequila was in the house. What's up with you, girl? Appreciate you joining in. Appreciate it. Let's get into this first one, man. Let's get into the first topic. We talking about
Charleston White.
Yeah, let's get it. I talk, man.
I hate to have to talk about this, y'all.
You know honestly. What? It's kind of like we're adding to the fuel, basically. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, and to the hype of it, but it's hard not to. You know what I mean? Because this is our job.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you that are watching, you know, and don't know who we're talking about Charleston White. You know, the things that he's been talking about. As far as, you know, been to me, man, I think he's been pretty, you know, disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
To say the least.
Yes. I mean, he just been disrespectful. You know, now some things he will say that make sense.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like I don't know that there's bears you don't poke, so to speak. You know, and there's conversation you just stay away from. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the public eye. And when you were in the public eye talking about someone's family, someone's kids, or dead, or someone that passed or whatever, people you know, it's very disrespectful. It's very demeaning, you know, to people around you, you know. And if money is that important to you, and you, like you said, you don't care about passing or dying by the buck, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, we get it, man, but it's kind of like, dude, there got to be a limit. There got to be a stop at some point. But, you know, we basically, like we're doing now, of course, we're basically talking about them, and that keeps them irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until,
this
you know,
be the last time we talk about them.
This is going to be the last time we talk about
it. The last time
you know what I'm saying?
About
yeah, we're not going to talk about it, you know, because I want to at least just get it out.
To say.
Y'all go ahead and say what you're going to say, man.
Since we live on TikTok.
Yeah.
Now, shout out to TikTok.
First
how y'all
time.
doing?
Appreciate y'all.
I think that it's just he shows where we are in the time, right? In this social media time, in this internet time, where everybody has, unfortunately, due to the advancement of technology, everyone has a voice, right?
Yeah, right.
And rather that voice is spreading negativity, rather that voice is spreading hate or confusion, everybody has a voice to be able to do that.
Right.
I think that Charleston White is just doing things for clickbait. not taken away because he's an advocate for the community that he lives in and things like that. But I think a lot of things are taken away. He takes away from what what he's actually doing because he wants the notoriety and the fame. Like I'm starting to see him with the chain on, and I'm starting to see little things, and I'm realizing that it's a monetary gain for him, right? And I feel like what we're doing is we're starting to teach children and everywhere that it's okay to sell a little piece of your soul each day for the buck. You know what I mean? For the like, for the tweet, or for the retweet, or for the repost. To get on the blogs and to keep them talking. I think that, like I said, this will be the last time I speak on him in a public place, but I'm starting to get upset with just the way he's operating. He's threatening people, kids, and doing all of this, and then all of it is just to get a fight deal. You know what I mean? All of it is just about the money. It's no real substance, and I think that where our people is today, we don't need all of this tomfoolery and this shucking and jiving and this coonery. You know what I'm saying? And I think that, like I say, he takes away from the actual work that he's doing when he displays the buffoonery and the coonery that he does. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What would you say? Like, is there like anything that basically? I mean, because everybody talk about canceling. He should be canceled or whatever. Which that ain't.
I don't think
that don't. For one, it don't mean anything.
Yeah, I
it
think
don't.
he should be canceled.
I mean, but it's kind of like you really can't cancel somebody that basically is out there in the media. Period. I mean, he's not like a. It's not like he's getting paid through agency or advertisement or sponsorship or anything like that or whatever. So how do you cancel somebody like that? Do you? I mean, I'm just curious.
I think we start by stop talking about it, right?
Right.
Stop perpetuating his nonsense. I think it's very important that we start to weed out these people. I felt the same way about academic, perpetuating negativity, perpetuating violence. And the academic also has this huge platform where he's able to spread this poison amongst our communities, amongst our children. So I think it starts with the perpetuation of it. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you gotta get the camera on you. Look, he over here doing video. Look.
I'm looking at the wrong one.
It's more about the perpetuation. I think it stops with the blog. It stops with these outlets and these platforms who just want him for the clickbait, who want him to say something wild. I think we have to start to. I think T.I. said it and Boosie said it's time to kind of start to draw the line in the sand for these kind of people. If you are against the culture and you on bullshit, I think that you should just be X'd out. Not in the cancel culture, but just people stop messing with you. People stop inviting you on to talk the negativity. You know what I mean? But the thing about him is it's hard to do that because he come like he's spreading positivity. But I also know that the blogs ask him certain questions to make him go a certain way as well.
But are we, are we using him? Are we using him like they're like he's using us basically?
Absolutely.
Because like you said or whatever. I mean, you're getting on these big shows. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to what is it? Drink Champs and all of them.
He on
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you know what I'm saying, on those other shows and stuff like that or whatever. I don't know if I can deal with him on our platform. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't know.
Him in here.
I don't know. Yeah, it's really hard for me, to really not to say I don't disrespect anyone.
No.
But it's hard for me to respect.
Yeah, what he's doing.
Someone and what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? When it's so disrespectful to other people.
I feel like to each his own, man.
Y'all tell me. Y'all talk to yourselves.
Let me know. That everybody's on their own thing, but I think that we have to have some type of universal morality, man. Mentioning the dead, speaking of people that passed away, talking about people's children. I think it should be some type of etiquette in what we do. I think that when you're dealing with people like him, and he understands that there's no such thing as bad publicity like Kanye, right? And so he's willing to say and do anything for the click. And so you really can't combat that.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You really like you said, I wouldn't want him on this platform but I feel like he's always gonna have a voice because, like we said, the blogs and the platforms are using him to get more people to come in.
Right.
You know what I mean? They need them. They need him to make sure people keep tapping in with their show. And it just shows you the unoriginality. And I think that's a big reason why we don't do that here on this show, right? We don't really do a lot of hot topics. We don't do a really lot of drama things because we're not into that over here.
Right.
Pure organic following.
Right.
I think that shit is soonly gonna fade out. I think that like I said, it starts with us stopping the bullshit. But like you said, I wouldn't want him over here like that. But to each his own, man.
Okay.
However you feed your children, however you feed your family, you do your thing, man.
Right.
But at the same time, let's just have a little more morality and a little more tact and a little more integrity, a little more character, a little more decency when we operate out here.
Okay, well let's get into let's see, we got a few comments or whatever. And for those of you on TikTok that don't know, you know, saying we are live on YouTube as well. But also, you know, join with your friends here on TikTok. We don't care. We want you all, get all the love. We want all the love. You know what I'm saying? So you guys that's actually let's hit some comments real quick. We see Nick is in the house. Tequila's in the house. What's up, Kings?
What's the deal?
Alpha female. We about to get into that. Yeah, we're gonna get into that. Hold on, who else we got? Fish is in the house. What's up, Fish? Fish is in the who's Charleston White? Drop the mic. That's how I feel.
Oh yeah, man. You gotta check up on him. He's a cornball, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you don't know who he is.
No, he knows who it was when he said just drop the mic. It's like how he feel like who is it? We don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's where he's going with it. I think that's where he's going with it, right? Right, Fish? That's where he's going with it. Yeah.
I think, man, it's so many people who put us back 30, 40, 50 motherfucking years, man.
Yeah.
And Charleston White, one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know, like our guest today, we got these intelligent brothers out here doing great fucking things.
Yeah.
And we focus on this fucking clown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it puts us back so far.
Yeah.
He displays the ignorance, even though he is an intelligent gentleman.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I think we gotta really, really keep ourselves accountable as black men and really be like, hey, that shit ain't later for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Later, ease nay on the bullshit.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Well, we like you said, setting back or whatever. To me, that leads me into this next conversation, which is Kanye
West.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, as you guys know too, you know, Kanye has been going on the off thing again, right? Again with the daggone
you ain't gonna like my stance on
with
this,
the shirt. I know, right? With the White Lives Matter shirt, you know, and what it actually means to him and everything, which was fine. You know, everybody is entitled to their own opinion,
absolutely,
which is fine. You know what I mean? But then, like you just mentioned or whatever, there's some things that sets us back
20,
that our
years.
ancestors that has worked so hard for to go forward. Even those in the past 10 years has worked hard for to go forward. And yet you do something that basically take us back. You know what I'm saying? Because for one thing, instead of pressing what the real meaning of Black Lives Matter means.
Do any of us know that though?
That's from
because we all
I think everyone has. Oh, here we go.
Okay,
here we go.
I'm on your ass now. We all have our own individual meaning of what Black Lives Matter, right?
Okay.
And what we take it as,
right?
But I'm saying the Black Lives Matter movement as a whole. Do we know what it's really all about?
Right.
And so I think that what he's done. And this is
let me tell you, because you asked the question first. Let me hurry up and answer that.
Go ahead.
The reason that we don't know, or the reason that people feel like they don't know, is because the many context that people has put it in since it's been out. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, it's kind of like, when it first came, yes, we knew what it meant. We know what it was for. It was for us about not killing us and let them know that our lives matter. That's basically what it's
absolutely. That's
all about.
That was supposed to be behind.
That was supposed to be it. It was the whole point of saying that we're being killed for things that's unnecessary, things that shouldn't have happened, or whatever, as if we don't matter. So the whole concept behind it was Black lives do matter. Not to say that no other lives matter.
Absolutely
we never
not.
said none of that.
No.
We ain't said that. But we're saying that we're being killed by record what am I trying to say? By record, you know,
by record numbers.
Numbers.
Absolutely.
Exactly. We've been killed by record numbers or whatever. We also killing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? You know, black on black crime just as bad or whatever. And that meant for everybody. You know what I mean? And the same thing is with any other color, skin. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it means. So everybody takes it. Everybody took it because of the fact we're saying black. Then everybody went, well, doesn't this matter? Doesn't this matter?
Absolutely.
And then that matter. We're not saying it don't, but that's not what this movement is supposed to have been about. And people threw it out everywhere. And that's why it's a mess it is now. And that's why Kanye feel and think what he thinks right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm going to go. That's my
I was a huge supporter of the Black Lives Matter when it first came about Trayvon Martin, during the time of Trayvon Martin, because that's when they basically got their start through the internet and organizing and protesting. And I thought it was a new form of the civil rights movement. That's what I thought. But when you start to do your research, you start to learn that Black Lives Matter is funded by socialists who are pushing a total other agenda.
And what's those other agendas?
It's some more other shit, some things that we have to start Googling. And I think that what Kanye has done is he is, in his own ignorant way, right? It's very sometimes distasteful, but he's bringing light to the bullshit that mainstream media does to us, right? Because that's what it means to us, right? When we see Black Lives Matter, that's what it means to a black man. Stop killing us into the street. But that's not what it means to the people who are running the dollars, right? We just found out that Tamika Colors, which is one of the founders of Black Lives Matter, they just purchased a house with the money that's been donated to them for $5 million in Malibu.
Okay.
This is documented. And so what I say is we have to start to watch how we allow mainstream media to manipulate the way that we think. Right? And is Kanye wrong for the way that he did it? Absolutely. Is he taking away from what we feel it means? Yes. But he is also shining light to the real bullshit on what they got going on. And I also want to tell people that Black people have been known and screwed in this country. But I always tell people this. Me and my dad argue about this all the time. The most screwed over person in this country who've been voting against their own interests for the last 200 years is the Anglo-Saxon. He been getting fucked because he's still uneducated. Unlike us, unlike our guests, we getting great educations. We're building Black wealth. They still poor. They still uneducated. They're still the top on welfare. That is the reason why they ran in the goddamn Capitol, people. Because they getting their ass whooped and they finally woke up and realized that they niggas. So I think that to kill the mainstream media and trying to divide us all, I think that this in his own ignorant way, he's trying to tell us we all need to get together. Because
and that's
white
my problem
lives
with him.
and Black
he
lives,
says that
if we get together, then we can overthrow this bullshit system.
Yeah, but the problem I have with Kanye,
I want to break it all the way down.
I know before I lose that, lose that thought though. The problem that we lose with Kanye is the fact that yes, he says things to that to the point where he wanted everybody to come together, but yet he says things that keeps us separate and apart. You know what I mean? Some of the things that he says or whatever is the main reason why we are separated and apart, as opposed to just why not campaign for the togetherness part.
Absolutely.
And have a strong theory behind it, so we won't get confused. Because I get confused with the fact that, you know what I'm saying, when you start saying some silly shit after you done fucking just made some sense, everything, all that silly shit is kind of like.
So let me tell you when I woke up, y'all.
Go ahead.
And I want to tell everybody this. Fat Boy woke up. I don't know what happened to my camera. Fat Boy. Oh yeah. Fat Boy woke up when they killed Nipsey Hussle. Okay. Fat Boy learned a lot about that. Okay. Fat Boy learned about all the people that we really follow and we really look up to are clowns and going against us. Because this man who was building wealth, right? I tell people all the time, Nipsey Hussle was getting in front of gentrification in his community. Jay-Z brought gentrification to his community. So a lot of these people, have we ever thought that mainstream media is trying to make this black man look crazy because he really telling us the truth? Have we ever thought about that? Even though he got his own little ignorant ways and the way that he does things.
But it's what comes out of his mouth and what we hear out of his mouth.
If you notice the people who deal with Kanye, Dave Chappelle, one of the most solid people for the culture, fucks with Kanye.
And it has also said he go off on some stupid shit sometimes.
He go off on some stupid shit.
That's been the problem.
Right. But what I'm saying is, I think that his approach to it he got a weird way to approach, but I think that what he does is bring the conversation.
Yeah.
And what he needs to continue to do is bring the conversation, because what would really happen in these impoverished neighborhoods that are black and white, that are black and Hispanic, and we stop the disparity against each other and we start to build and promote our communities together, how powerful would that begin to be? But I think that we are so quick, and the mainstream media knows that okay, we're gonna play on Black Lives Matter, we're gonna play on this, when Black Lives Matter ain't done shit for the culture, bro. And I'm gonna let everybody know that. So while we up here talking about this organization and we about to throw this damn man under the bus because of what we feel that it means to us, not knowing that the real cause is to push, like one of our comments says, is to push LGBTQ community. It's to push certain other things, socialism and all other shit besides Black lives.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But they're using the name, right? They're using the name to capitalize on us.
Okay.
And I think that as a people, we have to start to put shit in the wash and let shit rinse out and see and take the good with the bad. Some of the shit Kanye be dropping, like when he was dropping about the Jews, that's really why they own him, because they own all the game and they steal all the damn money. But the moment you say that, you anti-Semitic, because they don't want anybody to know the true truth about what they're doing, how they're manipulating the culture, how they're creating gangsters, how they're creating beef, Lior, all of these dudes, all of these Jews are in position and doing very, very foul things. And the moment you speak on it, you anti-Semitic. So I think that what Kanye is doing, he bringing a light to a lot of that shit. But the way that he does it,
that's what I'm saying
is the problem.
That's the only problem I have. And I agree with you 100% on what you just said. I agree with that. But the problem I have is how he's bringing the approach to the message. You know what I mean? And if you're going to, I understand, because you're you know, and you feel that you can say how you want to say it, but you also have an approach that you're not catching the people with. And the approach is not to have the same the conversation of the reality of what's going on with the craziness of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard to do if you really have a problem, a mental thing going on with yourself as well. You know what I'm saying? So you know, unless we're like yourself and like me, if we can dissect certain truth and certain things or whatever as to what he's saying, yes, but that's us, you know, and quite a few of us, I'm sure, can do that, but that's not all of us. And sometimes with us at the media, you have to be plain and straight.
Because in that
see what I'm saying? Because
people, I don't like the clips, y'all. In that same interview, he talks about the MAGA hat and what it did, and he talks about how he know that they don't fuck with him like that because the agenda he really trying to push, he really trying to liberate the culture, and he know that the MAGAs ain't really fucking with that. But he knows to really move and maneuver in this political space that you have to have you have to have your white votes and you have to have your black votes.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And I think that a big part of this country and a big part of the disparity in this country is the false illusion of white supremacy.
Right.
Right? This illusion that all white people are superior. And that's the big reason why they ran their ass into that Capitol. Because they realized, they woke up one morning like, damn, we ain't as privileged as we thought we was.
Exactly.
We don't have what we thought we had. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I tell people the greatest thing that ever happened to this country, one of the greatest things was having the dummy as the president, because he exposed everything. He exposed that it's classism in this country. It don't fuck matter about where you from. Most of the people who are operating this country as white people are not Anglo-Saxons. They're not born and bred in America like the African America. Most of these people are immigrants portraying as white people, whether they're Irish, whether they're Jewish, whether they're Italian. And you people better wake the fuck up. And so a lot of times y'all think these be white people, they don't. And so the real cracker, excuse my language, is out here getting his ass whooped. You understand what I'm saying? And we need to bring light to that, because if we really did, it would cut down the bullshit racism, right? But what has happened is we have been breeding these cultures. You have people breeding this bullshit. Well, you better than this, you better than this. Well, how the fuck you better than me? And you live in a barn and we over here going getting education. It can't, that's confusing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I think that I don't agree with everything Kanye says, and I don't agree with how he moves, but I do listen to what he's saying. And like I said, in that same meeting, in that same interview, he talked about a lot of things. He exposed a lot of things, but a lot of people just want to get on him about the White Lives Matter, because unlike what people are not understanding is we are still helping perpetuate mainstream media and their idea of a black man and what he's supposed to be and how he's supposed to act. Right? And so he don't necessarily have to, just because he ain't around here shucking and jiving and yes, sir, the white man, my people should let go. And he's saying what the fuck he want to say and doing it how he want to do it.
But his point should be clear.
I think his point is clear.
His point is not clear when you know why? Because the crazy overwhelms the common sense.
Yes, but that's
and the truth.
But that's
overwhelms it. And of course, that's why they want us to portray it.
Reaction.
No, that's not our emotional reaction. That's what we're seeing with our eyes. That's what we're hearing with our ears.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he says shit that makes sense. He says shit that maybe that is truth or whatever that's going on or whatever. But then he'll say something off the fucking wall, and then everything else goes out the door. And that's the part that I wish that. And if you watching this, that's the part that I wish that you would do. Because if you know this shit, you have, just like, for instance, let's say, for example, the whole thing with Ray J and the Kardashians. You see what I'm saying? Ray J came out with the shit with facts and truth. You know where he is. You know where he stands. He ain't talking no off the wall other shit afterwards. And within that conversation, that's what I'm trying to get people to, and it's hard because unless you really kind of know Kanye or whatever and know his ways of talking and being or whatever, then you can kind of, follow it. But for people that doesn't, that listen to him every day or whatever, they only hear the crazy shit and they basically on some like, Kanye done lost his mind.
I think,
and that's what everybody want us to think, and that's what everybody wants us.
Because a lot of us are just brainwashed. I think a lot of us don't see the forest, can't see the forest for the trees, man. And I think that I'm about to piss some people off. I think that black people can't wait to shit on another black person.
That's been all the time. That's been life.
I think that
that's our problem.
Soon as the white people or the Jews say this nigga ain't no good, we be the first one to jump on the bandwagon and say this man ain't no good, instead of listening to what he's actually saying and what he's doing, right? So I know that Kanye say fuck the music industry, and I know that Kanye gave 50% that he owned of all of his artists, he gave them back their masters. Right? Yeah. So I know that on that end, he's done that. Yeah. I know that he's broken to the fashion world when they were playing Kanye, right? I'm talking about things that I see, not what mainstream media is saying about him. I'm saying that what he's doing. Sometimes his approach is off the wall, but that's okay. I feel like all geniuses have their own way to doing things. Yeah. But I do think that he was almost my pick for president.
Oh, no, see, now you lost your damn mind.
He was almost my pick.
No. There's one thing. I
just didn't want to mess it up.
No, you just messed it up just now. See, you just did the whole thing that's going to take me out from the whole point of what we just talked about that you said was right. because that's not no. But still, you don't have that type of intelligence.
And Joe Biden does.
No, not to say he does. I didn't say he does. I didn't say he does. We need somebody that does though, but that's not him.
Of course not.
And it's not Trump. It's not even Biden. Biden's too old. But that's the whole point. My whole point is,
he was always my guy, because I was joking, but I almost voted for him because I knew that Biden was gonna be a piece of shit, and I definitely wasn't voting for Trump for the shit he was pushing.
Hey,
What they say on TikTok?
Veg is on TikTok. What's up, Veg? We see you. We see you.
What's up,
She
Veg?
said Kanye for president. You better quit tripping, Veg.
Kanye for president.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't happening, man. That ain't happening. We ain't got time for that shit. We ain't got time for that shit. Right? All right, man. Let's
2024, man. I'm voting for Ye, man.
All right, y'all. Let's get into it. I know, right?
Let's get to these comments. We got a
Let's get some comments real quick, and we got to get our guests in here. My man's waiting on the side over there. We got to get it cut, but real quick, we're gonna get in these comments, and we're gonna get in, take a break and go get into our guests. Or go introduce, I guess. What's that? Neva? Neva said, "Hey, say that again," or say that again. That was Neva said. That's what she said. Shell, what did Shell say? Shell said,
yes,
it's really all about LGBT. Yes. Absolutely. You know, and that's even surprising to me because I really didn't realize that. So I'm learning something today.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. We know what it means, but it was hijacked by the LGBTQ movement.
Yes,
absolutely.
Hijacked by. Okay,
absolutely.
Okay. She said, "Preach, fat boy."
Absolutely.
She said, "Fat boy is woke." What up, my brothers? Good evening to her. Hey, Mark. Mark is in the house. We appreciate you joining, man. That's what's up. Fat boy woke. That's what Shell said.
Mom said, absolutely, fat boy. Kanye is truly making us wake up. Facts. He is a hurting black man. However, remember they said he lost his mind when he made the multi-platinum album Jesus Walk.
Okay. But I want to say this, you know, and like I said, Kanye is making us wake up, but is he? Because who's believing him enough to wake up?
But that's your problem.
No, that's our problem. Yeah. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not just one problem, it's our problem. And it's kind of like who looks into those things that he said or whatever, and to bring it to light as well. You know what I mean? And that's what we need sometimes. Someone to bring that to light as well. Michelle, Kanye, man, y'all better get off of that Kanye for president shit. See, you started some shit.
Hey, look, this is the comment right here. She said, whoever this is, said you done fell off the entire Empire State Building
and bumped your damn head.
Kanye for president.
That's right. I know, right? Thank you.
Hey, man, listen.
Thank you. Think somebody agreed with me with this shit.
You probably would have voted for Joe Biden like my dumb ass too.
I mean, well, we didn't have no choice though with that. Kanye would have turned our economy into a creative economy. That's what on TikTok. That's what Veg said on TikTok.
I agree.
I don't know, man. It would be so crazy, man, if that was the case, man. We need to get a real serious person in office.
The last real serious president we had was Obama.
Yeah.
The one before him was
somebody we ain't gotta have in news
Bill
and
Clinton.
Yeah.
I give you before him. They all been kind of garbage, y'all. Yeah. I need y'all to really go on y'all books and read about our presidents.
Well, I mean,
they ain't really done shit.
Well, this is the thing. It's because everybody's is either whichever party it is, they're all about the money. You know what I'm saying? They're all about their party winning the election or the majority votes and shit like that. That's basically what it's been about. You know, if you guys, you've been following news and stuff like that or whatever, especially the thing with Herschel Walker. You know, Herschel Walker was running for council there, and he's as a Republican in Atlanta. You know, dumbfounded as I don't know what. You know what I'm saying? Still people just calling it exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? They let him go, you know, he done got caught lying and cheating and talking all this other stuff. But yeah, people in his party still wants to vote for him because why? They just want the vote. They just need that you know, that representation or whatever from him in that state. You know, they don't want to get the head or whatever. So they still going for it, which is that's why we got a problem with this country now. That's the problem with us now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of voting for people that really, really wants to help and work or whatever the case may be, we voting for people just because they got a name, because they play ball, because they was in entertainment and this and that stuff, whatever, has nothing to do with fucking politics. You know what I'm saying? And don't have the intelligence to be there for in politics to actually move things around the way they need to move it around. That's our fucking problem. Now, anyway, let's go into it. I had to get it off. I had to get that off. Whatever. Real quick, did we say that? Did we do this one already?
I mean,
as Gina suffered.
Obama freed us. I don't know about that. Obama did a few little things they don't talk about.
Obama didn't do.
Obama did a few things.
No, I think he did. I mean, but he did what he could do.
Did a few things.
He did what he could do. Obama did the things that he could do with the time that he had. You know what I'm saying? None of the presidents ever do everything. I've never seen anyone in government do anything besides what, Veg? I'm reading Veg on there as well.
Okay.
All right, so
Get to our
let's
guest.
get in, man.
Gonna go to commercial.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna go in this commercial, you guys, and we got our special guest coming in. I hope he ain't
Ran
twiggling
off
his
on
finger
us,
and ran
huh?
off. Yeah, I seen it go in and out. I
He's
seen you.
like,
He's like getting our attention, like you better come on.
he say, "Hey, y'all talking about Kanye?"
I know, right?
Y'all done lost their damn mind,
Right,
man.
right. All right, y'all. So we will be back right after this.
You know we got to play these.
Fired Up Broadcasting, the place to be for your video recording and voiceover needs. Want to be a podcaster? You can rent this beautiful studio space for a low and reasonable price. We have dynamic lighting to set the tone, on-site engineer, fully equipped with top-of-the-line quality video recording, and more. So make your appointment now by emailing firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. See you soon.
I was talking to TikTok, y'all.
Welcome back.
I know, right? But yeah, let's get into it, man. This guy, he's a award-winning director / author, writer, yes, producer, man. I mean, not only that, I mean, sometimes you can say that and you can be like, okay, got a little bit under his belt and everything. It's cool, you know what I'm saying? That's
Game
cool.
changer.
But this guy's only 21 years old.
Yeah. Whooping our ass over here. Whooping our ass over here, baby. I see the, hey man, I see all them damn awards. I say, what the hell I been doing?
Right. All right. Well, with no further ado, you guys, please welcome our man Aaron Avant Johnson.
What's going on?
What's up, man?
How you
Appreciate
guys doing?
All right.
Wonderful.
Can we hear it? Can you hear him pretty good?
Can you hear me?
Turn your volume up just a little bit on your side, on your end. I think we should be all right from that point.
Okay, let me know. Can you all hear me?
Yes.
We in
Awesome.
there. I get you.
Cool, man. How's it going, man?
All right,
man.
Blessed, man.
Thank you all for having me.
Oh man,
no, thank
you for coming, man. I'm excited. I was going over your bio, man, and just checking you out, man. You know, I'm all about promoting Black success and Black excellence, man. And you signify that, brother. So I want to give you your flowers now before we even get into the interview. Shout out to you for going after your dreams, King.
Yeah.
And really, really tackling that, man. That we know, because this is what we do.
Right.
And that's what I want to do. And I know it's hard, man, to even make that first step. And we're gonna talk about that a little later. But shout out to you, King, for real, for just being young and doing your shit, man. That's amazing, brother.
Exactly.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And I co-sign on that. Co-sign on that. Absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
So let's get into it, man, because you started at a very young age. And my thing is, because, when I was like 10, 12, 13 years old, I mean, my thing was just kind of like, heck, first of all, what was it? Girls sucked.
Yeah.
Sports, maybe that was, what I'm saying, getting into that. And even like it wasn't nothing financially, anything like that or whatever. What actually inspired you and started you into the whole film industry? And well, first of all, you started writing first, right? You started doing the writing for.
I actually was an editor first. That's how I started.
Okay. All right. So how did tell us the process, man, at the young age of how you even came up to where you are right now?
Definitely. And thank you all so much once again for having me on the show. It's an honor to be here tonight with you. Well, it's tonight my time, but
it's all about you.
It's truly an honor. Thank you all. So I started at the age of 9 years old. And the way it started, my mom, she was trying to figure out how to edit like a slideshow on her Acer laptop. It was like a Windows Movie Maker software. And she couldn't figure it out. So I was just like, hey, Mom, well, let me see if I can do something with it. And I remember just staying up that whole night, just playing around on it, just trying to figure it out. And I created the slideshow. And I was just like, well, whatever this is what I want to do. So it started off from editing. And then from editing, it grew to the writing, which I ended up writing my first book at 12, which was You Are Never Too Young. And that book was to inspire a lot of the young kids out there to basically go after their dreams so that they don't have to wait until they was older to really start trying to make their difference in their mark in the world. And then that grew to more books, and that grew to more films, and then short films, and then to features that went abroad and won several awards
Yeah.
overseas and other festivals and different things like that. So that's initially though how it started. I started off as an editor. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tell me something, man. Like even though, like you said, it has it been kind of like, oh, I guess I need to get to me. I'm working on all this stuff. Has it been something that you knew was actually going, I mean we all do projects when we're young and stuff like that or whatever, but did you actually think it was going to get as big as it has as far as recognition for the awards and all that kind of stuff, or was you just kind of like doing it for a hobby and just like on hope, like hope this make it, you know what I mean? Have you ever been in that, in that state of mind, or what? Did we freeze? I think we freeze. He'll be back. His connection actually, yeah, here we go. Here we go. All right. Did you hear me? Did you hear the question?
I'm so sorry. Can you repeat it? You guys, I want to apologize. I'm so sorry. It's
no worries.
No, you good, man. Don't worry about that.
It happens, man. It's technology,
man.
man. You know what I'm saying? I know you didn't pay your Wi-Fi last month. No, I'm just kidding.
No, for real.
I'm just kidding. We had technical difficulty last week, man. So yeah, I know. Yeah.
Ask the question again.
So the question was, because I know at a young age and stuff like that, and you did a lot of work. Did you ever think that it would get to this point where you're getting awards and recognition and stuff like that or whatever, or was it just kind of like a hobby for you when you was younger?
I would say it necessarily wasn't a hobby. It more so actually grew to I was taking it serious at such a young age. So it kind of grew more into like, okay, well, I'm doing it for real as time, just kind of went on. But initially when I set out for it, I was focused, man. I was focused. I
Right.
said, hey, I have goals, I have things that I want to do. And there's a vow I used to keep to myself. Uh, uh, in this vow, I used to say this about almost every day, that I wanted to do things I've never seen nobody my age do.
Right.
And I was committed to that vow, and I really stretched myself. I pushed myself forward. And it wasn't just me. I come from two of the most talented and best beings ever, who are my parents. And they instilled so much in me, so many morals and values, and just a lot, a lot of things that still keeps me going till this day. So
Right.
yeah, but I just kept going as time just went.
Awesome. At what point did they say, did your parents, I mean, like, as far as your parents, like, what point was it when they was like, this boy got some talent? Like, we need to get him out there. We need to push him harder and get behind him. You know what I'm saying? Is there a certain point in time when they seen that, or did they ever tell you that? What did they say?
Absolutely. They seen that very early on. Actually, I think they seen that after I made that little slideshow and I was so serious about it.
Yeah.
My parents, they have always been very supportive, and they're innovators themselves. So they saw something in me that at the time I might have not seen in myself. I just kind of thought that, this is something I wanted to do, but they saw greater than that. And they got behind me, and they pushed me, and still are pushing me to this day to be great. And since then we have done amazing things, as a team, as a production company. So yeah, I would say they saw it very.
Okay. That's what's up.
Absolutely, man. Hey, man, that's I think that, and I'm learning this as a parent now, I don't think that as parents we understand how important it is to inspire our children at a young age and give them that courage and give them that, you know what I'm saying, to be able to say, man, you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to send some shit to the moon, you can send it to the moon. You know what I'm saying? I can see that courage in you. I can see that confidence that they instilled in you. Like, look, this is what I want to do. It's going to take work, but I know you can do it. And I wanted to ask you, one of my questions is, as a director and a producer and a writer, right? What is the most challenging thing with balancing them all?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say honestly, there's not enough time in the day. I wish there was more hours in the day to really tackle
Right.
everything. But I would say the most challenging thing. Mm, Believe it or not, I would say it has definitely changed the older I've gotten. I'll say the most challenging thing back then, especially coming through my teen years,
Yeah.
was really proving myself a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm in the industry where if you do see younger teens or younger kids, they're more so actors or the actresses. They're not really directors, producers, writers, and doing things really behind the scenes. So with that, it was difficult. It was very challenging because I often got how can I say prematurely judged because
Yeah.
of they'll
Of
hear
course.
my age first.
Yeah.
But then when they find out that, hey, he was honored alongside Ava DuVernay and Sidney Poitier and Harry
Right.
Belafonte and Bishop T.D. Jakes and all of these other people, that my films have gone over to London and won several awards over there, and this and that and that and this. And
Amazing.
this is all. I'm not saying this to be braggadocious, but I'm saying this
You should
as a
be.
Yeah.
You should
Right.
you
be,
know
brother.
you
Yes,
know
sir.
Right.
yeah. So I'll say back then it was definitely really proving myself. Now I'll say the most challenging thing is just really getting to a certain level that I want to reach.
Uh-huh.
Getting to a certain level that I want to reach now. As far as transitioning in my craft, because the thing is, you never stop growing in this industry. You never stop growing because you don't know everything. I don't care how much you've done, you don't know everything. There's always
Hmm.
something that
Right.
you can do better, always another place, another avenue that you might not have reached yet that you can reach. So
Uh-huh.
right now, I would say it's more so just challenging thing is just trying to go with this new flow that that God has set me on. So yeah.
Right. Right.
Okay. Dope.
Okay.
Dope. So coming in as a young juggernaut and having to prove yourself, you got thick skin, right? And then you also got some hustle about yourself. So, who were some of your influences or mentors during that time that helped you kind of sharpen your skills and feel like, hey, I do belong here?
Wow. I mean, I could say definitely industry influence. I do have inspirations. Like, of course, I gotta put James Wan up there. I gotta put Tyler Perry up there. Of course, I gotta put some of the some of our brothers, that are
Right.
doing
Right.
their thing,
Mm-hmm.
in the industry. But I will say this, believe it or not, I draw inspiration from other things that actually keep me going. One of them, I gotta say it again. One of them is my parents, man.
Uh-huh.
The drive that they have instilled in me is just from me watching them.
Right.
And one thing that they have definitely taught me is endurance and perseverance. That you just got to know that you belong. At the end of the day, if this person don't think you belong, your career is not predicated upon their opinion. It's predicated
Right.
upon how you believe in yourself and what you
Right.
believe within your own self. So I've just kept that. I've just kept that with me. I've just kept that growing. And some of the inspirations, that I looked up to in this industry, I've had the privilege to meet. I have the privilege to talk to and, listen to their stories and, just their perseverance and their endurance in this industry. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say it varies, but definitely I would say some of our brothers that's in this industry, as well as, several other actresses and even actors that I take inspiration from.
Yeah.
Because for me, I just don't like to look at work. I really like to look at the person and the things that they've gone through to get to that spot. Because a lot of times you can see the success, but you don't know the journey behind it. And when you find
Exactly.
out the journey behind it, and you found out, wow, like they have gone through X, Y, and Z to get here. To me, that just brings me extra motivation to know that no matter what comes, I'm going to get to that destination.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about, King.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Yep, absolutely.
So
Great answer, brother.
being very young in the industry, um, what are some of the feedback that you receive from other directors that's been in the game for years? Do you get any kind of feedback as to, you know, either how to go forward or how to I mean, say like if it was maybe a mistake in a film or something like that, what kind of feedback do you get from these guys?
Oh wow. I would say definitely feedback. One thing about it in this industry, you cannot be in this industry and be a soft cookie. You can't. You
Right.
can't. You
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
have tough skin because you know when you are a writer or a director or just a creator in this industry, you know, you're no different than an artist. You know, you are
Yes.
an artist, you know, and as artists, we are sensitive about our work, about our
Right.
craft. But you
Exactly.
know, you really can't be. You know, you really have to know that. You know, you really just got to know, hey, you know, certain critiques is to better me. Now, granted, you know, you are wise enough to know the difference between somebody just putting your work down versus it being an actual critique. And something
Right.
that you can move forward and take forward. So, absolutely, you know, especially on the writing side, I actually have, you know, partners that I actually send work to, you know, to just review and just read and just strictly just to get notes. Because the
Yeah.
thing is, you know, I in order for me to be the best version of me and the best version of, you know, who I aspire to be, you know,
Right.
it's going to take me having to look at myself and my work from a different lens, and not just from mine, but also
Mhm.
from the lenses of someone else in the audience. So that way, you know, I know that what I want to put out there in the world is being interpreted correctly. You know.
Nice. Yeah, man. Yeah. What we're gonna do is I mean, because we're getting comments over here for you, Aaron. So, you know, we like to show some love, you know what I'm saying? Show and also let you see that, you know, you getting love here, man. You're getting some love
Thank you,
here.
everybody. Thank you.
Latrice sends me a lot of hearts there. We have a Facebook user. Sometimes we don't get their name, but they say hello, Aaron. Uh Latara, is that Latara? Latara?
Oh yes. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
There you go. She's saying what's up. You said he's what she say? He's amazing. Keep going. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
See, so I told you, man, she's showing all the love.
I have an insider. I have an
Yes,
insider.
yes. She
Okay,
said very,
so
very smart, talented. 9 years old. 9 years old now. Wow. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Whoa was Alder from beginning. Oh, okay. That's what she's asking what goes. Tim Womack said hi. Man, you get a lot of love in here, baby. Support is so very important. Most people don't get the push.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Extremely important. It's extremely important. Um, who else we got? Who else we got? You got any more? Yes, believe in yourself. That's what she
Latara
said.
showing
She
mad
said
love.
she's showing mad love, bro. She's showing love.
I actually gotta let y'all in on something. Okay, so
uh,
this amazing, phenomenal person right here, Miss Latara T. Delancey.
uh-huh,
She was in Predestined, you all, and when I tell you one of the best phenomenal voices you will ever hear, I
uh-huh.
kid you not, this woman can sing paint off the walls, and
Oh wow.
you see that in the movie Predestined. Her and her son actually both sing in the movie, and they completely tear it apart. They completely tear it apart. So
Now
thank you
is
so much for joining in.
yeah, now is this movie is it a short film or is it a whole movie or what's the
Yeah, so Predestined is it is a movie. Predestined is a urban musical drama about a preacher's kid turned R&B star
Mm-hmm.
whose life gets flipped upside down when her mom dies and leaves her the church.
Leaves her the
So it
church,
is
right? I've seen that.
Yes. So
yeah.
now that you set it up already,
Mm-hmm.
now that you set it up already, we're gonna give the viewers a
A little
little
teaser.
taste of it, right?
Go ahead and give him a teaser.
All right, hold on. Here we go. If I can do it right,
Predestined.
look like if I do it right,
Right?
if I do it right, because I'll be jacking up here. But this is predestined, you guys. Hold on, just a second, and oh, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for
Died.
Your mother willed you the church.
that girl is a sinner.
How are you going to allow that whore to take over the church? This is exactly why I left. Into the hell with this church. Talia Rollins hasn't had a break. You have no idea what it's like to be me. You just want me to sing in this little choir and act like God has been so good to me. Well, he hasn't.
Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of the hottest young comedians in the country today. I'm telling you, he got my stamp. This cat is hot. Please put your hands together for.
My question is for you. For one, shout out, brother. I just want to say shout out for the film.
Yeah.
And doing your thing, dude. I was just caught up in that.
Yeah, I know, right?
That trailer, man. That shit look good. The first question is, who edited that trailer? See, I want you to know that you a bad motherfucker, man.
Wow.
Good, man. Got me on the edge of my seat.
I know.
Very suspenseful. That's why I wanted to ask you that. And so that kind of leads me.
First of all, you got Fat Boy cursing over here.
Yeah, and I don't never do it. Yeah, I don't never do it. But that kind of segues me into my next question. I have two, but the first one is, what's the most impactful film that you have done?
Impactful. Okay, I will say this. I'll put this. I will say Lost. I would say Lost for the audience, but maybe predestined for me. But I would say Lost for the audience because Lost was a feature film about, it followed a character named Job who basically he didn't have a fair chance in life. And his life basically started off very rough at a young age. And what I wanted to do, I wanted to spotlight because for many years, we see a lot of homeless people. We see them, in their struggle, in their times where they may not have everything that they're supposed to have or that they need to have. And I felt the need to kind of like just dig more into that story, because a lot of times we can see that result, but we don't see the journey that got them to that place. So I wanted to make a movie about that, and Lost, because that movie details a lot of different losses that we can relate, whether it was a loss of parents, loss of relationships, loss of self, loss of friendships, loss of just lost in the world and just trying to figure it out. And I've gotten so like a lot of great feedback from that film of a lot of people who saying they can relate. They've gone through that. They can see themselves in this character, or they can see themselves in that character. And regarding for myself, I'll say predestined, because I know this character. I know this character very well. I know her story. I know her story like the back of my hand, like in and out. And I kind of wanted to give a voice for a lot of the preachers' kids, believe it or not, who necessarily doesn't have a voice, and whose story kind of gets overlooked. So, I know this character very well. So I'll say impactful for me, predestined, but definitely I'll say for people, from what I would assume, I would say it's probably Lost. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now that you put it out there, bro, put it out there. So I gotta let people know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Let them see what you're talking about. We got all kind of teasers up in this piece.
Make sure
Because we want y'all to start tapping in and checking these movies out, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So this one right here, guys, this is Lost, you guys.
Let's get it.
Sometimes in life, the pain can get so heavy that it can make us forget who we are.
Shut up, man! Your mother and your brother are dead.
This is only the beginning of my story.
Because of you! No!
Hello. My name is Death.
Impeccable work, man.
Hey,
oh
man,
my God.
The
man.
trailers and the teasers, man. How you edit these things, brother? It's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
Like you are really like, so I do this, right? I went to school and got a degree for that shit. You feel me? And so I know the hard work that comes into what you're doing, brother.
Right.
And I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so excited for you. And it just brings me to my next question, right? And
hold on before you get in your next question.
Hold
on before you get in the next question. I just had to get in why it's on my mind.
Go ahead.
I need to be in your next film.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
all right, let's go.
Definitely gotta be in the next film. Definitely gotta cast us. You definitely gotta cast us.
You know I'm an actor, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta call me up.
Definitely gotta cast us.
And we definitely gotta get our guests in. We gotta get what's her name? Takeda? Latar. We gotta get Latar in. We gotta get her, man. We gotta yes, I love her work too.
That humming that y'all heard, that was her.
That's
that
her.
Was her. and
See?
Lost.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
She bad.
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Yeah.
All right, get your question, fat boy.
Okay.
All right.
So we found that you said that, okay, your most impactful for you was Predestined, right? And then we said for the viewers, it was Lost, right? But I want to know, out of all your films, which one was the most difficult to complete? And tell us why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. You know what I'll say? I'll say that one has to be Maya, and Maya was a short film. I would say Maya because we had to do that whole film in like 24 hours. This was during the winter time. I forgot what part of Florida we had to travel to film this, but it was a period piece. So this short film took place back in like the 1800s. And literally, when I tell you, we only had the facility. Well, we only had the it was sort of like a plantation, you know, because we had to go there. But we only had it. Oh, it was Gainesville. Thank you. It was Gainesville. And we only had it for 24 hours. But we was already kind of running behind. We was beating. We was trying to fight the light. We was trying to go out there and shoot. And then we had a lot of like prosthetics, makeup that we needed to do. We couldn't really do it all within the time frame. So I kind of honestly had to rewrite the story on the spot, on the fly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
while we was on set, I just had to rearrange the story and kind of think of the story. Now, mind you, it was during the winter months, so it was pretty cold. It was
Yeah.
I would say maybe like 40 something degrees outside, but then inside the cabin didn't have no heat, so it was even colder inside, and we had
Oh
to
man.
yeah, we had to kind of just ruffle through it, and we just had to try to make it work. And literally, we was up more than 24 hours. The entire crew, cast, we was up longer than 24 hours straight, just trying to complete this film. So I would say Maya. Maya would be like the most difficult. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And I know our viewers want to know when creating, because you're at the helm and you're writing, you're directing, you're producing. What's the process like, right, to getting this to shooting day? Right? What's that process like of getting it from your mind to the camera? You know what I mean?
You know what? It's a process. But it's no different than any other process for how a film gets made. You go through your pre-production, which is the all of the prep work for the film. And then you go to the on-set part, which I like to call that's the most fun part of putting a whole film together. Is actually when you're on set. A lot of people think that's the hard part. That's not the hard part at all. The hard part is everything that you're doing.
Did I do that? No, that was it. Froze on me. I was looking for the Maya. Uh-oh. I guess we got it froze. Got froze.
He gonna come
He'll
back.
be back. He'll be back, you guys.
There he is.
Why is my camera? Why is something weird with my camera going on, man?
That's all
Maybe
right.
I'm just turned the wrong way. Oh, there we go. We back. All right.
Man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I apologize.
Oh, you good, man?
You said, is it raining there?
It is right now. Yes.
In the ATL? Oh yeah.
ATL, man.
Yeah, that was a cloud, dog. It was a cloud that went over y'all signal over there. That's all. No biggie, man. It's all good. It's all good. What?
So he was saying that basically the pre-production, then we're going into production, right?
Right.
And, And are we doing table readings first, or are we getting that chemistry, building that chemistry between the cast early? And what's that process like? Is are we shooting in 6 months? Are we shooting it because you did Maya in 24 hours? So we know that you can do that. But when we're planning for this feature film like Predestined, how did it roll out?
You know what? That is a fantastic question. So typically how the process works in pre-production, you have your casting. This is where you need to assemble the crew. This is where you have to put together your call sheets, the budget. This is
did it again?
All right.
Huh?
All right.
It's okay. We'll be back. We'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do, you guys, I'm gonna look for because we did have a teaser actually for Maya as well, and we're going to if I can find it, I have to actually send it to my email. We appreciate it.
We got him back though.
We got him
Go ahead,
back.
finish. Go
Okay.
ahead, finish talking.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Here we go.
Yeah, just pick back right where you left off at, man.
Yeah. So,
That's all good.
in pre-production, you have, your casting. This is where you got to put the crew together. This is where, you have to do the budget. This is also where you plan out how many days it's going to take to complete the project. Predestined, we shot in 11 days, but we broke it up over 3 months. But we was able to shoot Predestined like in 11 days. So it's honestly, and I will say this, it's a talent and it's a skill. And well, it's more so a skill to actually be able to shoot everything that you need to shoot in a short amount of time. Because it saves a lot. It saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of resources, a lot of finances as well. Because also, when you are in film production, you definitely got to make sure that you are staying to that schedule because every day is another dollar.
Absolutely.
So that's So that's definitely a skill. So I would say, all in general, it's not really a hard process, but it's more so a tedious process, and it can be frustrating at times, but it's a very tedious process, I would say.
Dope. And so I got a bunch of questions. I'm keeping going. With this, I know that you started so young, right? But did you get any formal training, and where did you get the formal training, or are you just one of those guys who picked it up, started with the editing, and you went crazy and just started gaining knowledge, or did you actually get a degree in film?
Great question. Nope, I am self-taught from editing to writing to producing, directing, self-taught.
Phenomenal, brother.
Yeah.
Phenomenal, man. We need you down there in Atlanta, man. We need to get you an honorary at Morehouse. Fat Boy all about HBCUs, man. We need to get you at Clark or something, man, because they need to hear you talking, man. They need to see you because I think that we need to be able to see people that we can relate with, right? In spaces that we want to enter.
Well, not only that, it's at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? Where sometimes you have kids at that young age that don't think that it can be done.
Absolutely.
Or don't have the resources to even do it or to show those things or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And as the technology and the better as the technology go and how a lot of these young kids are growing up learning these technologies, this is the one of the uses that they can use for it and actually be successful at it. Like my man. So kudos to you with that, man.
You definitely got to get in there. We need to work on something, man. Getting you, because they need to see you, man. I think that, like, when I heard that we were doing this show and I heard what you were doing, brother, I'm like, this is dope. And like I said, we so focused on your Charleston Whites. We're so focused on your Kanye's that here it is, this black young man who's been writing, producing, director, and internationally known and internationally awarded, and we don't know anything about you. You're not cooler talk, right? You should be water cooler talk.
Exactly.
And I think that as we grow this narrative and we grow the change, I think that brothers like yourself need to be at the forefront, and we need your voice, because here it is, you don't have any formal education and you're doing more in film that people have been in film for 20 years and have formal education. And I think that needs to be highlighted, what you can do without the education, but if you add the education, the things and how far you can progress. But then also, if you have the faith and the belief that you can do something great, you can do something great. And I think that that's what you embody, right? I think that's what you stand for. And I think in a time where the youth is driving and progressing and driving the narrative, I think that it's important that we highlight young men as yourself, because you're supposed to be dead or in jail, right? That's the narrative around a young man like yourself. Or you're supposed to be so gone off girls that you're not chasing your dreams. You understand what I'm saying? I think that we definitely need to highlight you, especially in this point in time of where we are, in this climate of America. Black men are doing great things, and young black men are being progressive, man. So shout out to you for that. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this clip of Maya, man, and we want the people to see.
Yeah. Because
awesome.
I'm getting a lot of comments here to play the Maya.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of love. So
here we go, you guys. This is Maya. good.
That boy good. We say
that boy got talent.
We say Coming to America. That boy good. That was Maya. Of course, our guest,
man.
Aaron Avant Johnson, man. And once again, listen, man. This man is 21 years old. We done already pulled 3 feature films out here.
Right.
Listen, man. Listen, man.
You know what?
I gotta go get to work.
You exactly me? Right.
I gotta get to work. I went to school for this, man.
Right.
You understand me? I'm so excited. I was, like I said, so excited to be a part of this, man.
Yeah.
Because you show, and with your embody, man, you show dedication, right? You show courage.
Yeah.
Entering a space that Quentin Tarantino's in, Spike Lee's in, right? You're talking Tyler Perry Studios, right? And you're entering that space and dominating, man. Shout out to you. And you said you don't want to be braggadocious, brother, but every once in a while you may gotta
have to be.
And let them know who he is. You understand me? You gotta let him know, man.
You gotta let him know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you came here and shared your work and the platform with us, man. To be honest with you, I mean, I feel like I got the next Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
The first interview.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I that's how I feel right now, man. That's how hyped I am. That's how much I admire that your work that you've been doing, man. This is like phenomenal. A lot of people, you know, like you'll look at, like, you're trying to see how many views you have and this and that or whatever. They're gonna hear about you quick.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna hear about you real quick. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that we had a helping hand in that, man, by having this.
Absolutely.
Before we go though, I did want to ask you, man, what are what are your ultimate goals and what are you hoping people get from the body of your work?
I would say ultimate goal would be just to just continue doing what I'm doing, continue to make the impactful message through my art, through my films, through my writing, my books, and speaking and everything else. But just at a different caliber, at a different level. You know, of course, you know, my dream is gonna put it out there. My dream is to run my own television show one day. So that's like a big dream of mine.
That's around the corner.
That's
That's around the corner, brother.
Exactly.
I receive, man. But yeah, I'll say those are the dreams and those are the goals. Yes, sir.
Okay. Starring Fuel and
No, for real. Hey man, listen.
Starring Fuel and Fat Boy in a house.
I would like to know this too, man. And I think that this needs to know because there's a lot of inspiring writers out here that maybe you can start doing with your production company is getting their visions out here. And so how much would it cost to get, you feel me, Aaron, to direct my movie? What we talking about? You talking because you know you're big status. You're internationally acclaimed, man. How much would it cost?
Like,
Aaron, let's got call my damn
agent.
That's how you look at it.
You got an email for me. That shit. Send me an email. I get back with you. Like
invoice, brother. You see how
invoice, right?
You see how internationally acclaimed.
You said it yourself.
We're going to have to get on a one-on-one. We're going to have to do a conference call or something.
There you go.
All right,
exactly.
That's right. Very professional. That's right. But man, shout out to you, brother. Like, once again, I can't stop giving you your roses, man. And what I'm gonna do is I got your filmography over here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna binge watch and find to access these films. And so, where can we access these films?
Yes.
Definitely. So if you want to go ahead and watch Maya, Maya is a short film. So Maya is available on YouTube. You can just type in Maya Aaron Johnson. It'll pop right up. Regarding the rest of my work, you can definitely see it some of my past feature films. You can see it on Tubi, Tubi TV, and then there will be rolling out to a couple of different other streaming platforms, some real big streaming platforms that I can't announce just yet, but one day soon I'll be able to say. But definitely, so go ahead, check out Predestined, check out Lost. You can go ahead and check out Maya. Also, you can go ahead and if you have kids out there, a lot of youth, you know, the book You Are Never Too Young and Winning Mind Battles, the book I wrote for a lot of the young entrepreneurs and aspiring young entrepreneurs. You can still get that in Barnes and Nobles, Amazon, fire, you know, a little bit of everywhere. I will want to say this. The young lady that played in Maya, the one that was getting beat, her name is Patrona Thompson. And just watching that actually just brought back just memories. She has now passed on.
Oh man, so sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, rest in
But
peace,
she
her.
was
Yes, rest in
phenomenal.
peace.
So, no, definitely dedicating that short film to her 100%.
Yeah.
Also, I have another series, Love Therapy Atlanta, which is a really good series starring Emmy-nominated actress Latoya Ward. You can find that on YouTube as well.
Okay.
As well as, you know, you can just stay up to date regarding anything that I got going on via, you know, my social media at Aaron Avant Johnson.
Cool. All right, man. Hey.
I'm sorry, last thing. Also, the Predestined. Predestined is a musical and there is a dope soundtrack. Believe it or not, you all, my brother acted. The soundtrack is like, I believe, 16 songs. Like original music. My brother, who is the phenom behind the music of this movie, he was the writer, the vocal producer, the arranger, the little bit of everything.
Okay.
And the soundtrack is available everywhere you can get music. That's Tidal, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube Music, a little bit of everywhere. Anywhere that you can find music, you can find the Predestined album. And I promise y'all, there's some bops on there. It is some bops.
Oh yeah.
Also, The Mayor's Wife, which is a TV pilot that is circulating right now. You can find that on my social media as well. And I do ask that you share it around, y'all. So, yeah. That's where you can stay up to date and see some of my work.
All right. Well, man, most definitely stay in contact. Of course, we're going to stay in contact because I'm going to be in the film.
Yeah,
so
I'm in the next cast. Don't make me fly down to Atlanta now.
Right. Exactly.
I'm in the next one.
Right.
Hey, man. And look, I work for food, too. You understand me?
No, it got to be some bomb craft service for me. I'm a little bougie. I've been in films before. I know.
I work for you.
I'm a little bougie, y'all.
I know you the next Jordan Peele, man. You know, they really all got rich off the back end. So I'll take the back end, just keep my name in the movie.
Get the percentage.
Pay me with a little percentage.
The points, dog. You want the points.
Give me some points and some food. That's like this man is, hey, I'm gassing. I'm PAing.
Right.
I'm everywhere, man. For real.
Well, you know what?
Right?
I'm gonna make sure that we got the craft service right for y'all on the next film. I'm actually casting very soon.
I've seen that in the comments. I see someone says you casting. And I was like, yeah, whoever's in the comments telling us everything.
Oh yeah. So there's a Christmas film that we are getting ready to run and go into production in a couple of months called A Few Days Before Christmas. So just stay up to date of when we will be dropping that casting information. You can just stay updated on my social media. So definitely, and I got y'all.
That's what's up, baby.
Yeah, I'm coming down. I'm coming down,
That's what's
brother.
up,
I just
baby.
want to be a part of it and to help.
Right.
And real talk, if I'm in the area,
did you say to help?
To help.
That made you say you wanted to be the help. I'm like,
no, I just want to be around, man, to get in. To
you're
help,
going the wrong way, dog.
I
just
be a part of because I'm a huge supporter of young brothers staying the fuck out of prison.
So we both.
Use my
exactly.
language.
Oh yeah,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? And doing what you doing. So
exactly.
I pick up a broom, and I'm being real with you. You feel me? I'm old school.
Aaron, I ain't picking on no broom, dog.
He ain't picking up no
I've
broom.
been there. I've been in the field. I did extra work. I did all that, man. I'm doing it right.
But shout out to you, brother. Thank you for joining the show.
Yes.
Thank you for
having
me.
Great show. Yeah, man. We appreciate you coming in.
Brother, dear sister?
Yeah. We gonna and if you can tap in or tap in on this if you want. We got a dear brother, dear sister questions that comes up, and if you want to give your opinion, you can stick around. If not, you know what I'm saying. We'll see that you're not on there, and we'd be like, "Oh, okay, he left."
No, hold on, stay with us on this.
Stay with I
want your comments on our question today.
On the question,
this is my favorite. This is my favorite part of the show, brother. This is our part where we interact with our viewers, and they send us some wild questions, brother.
Yeah.
And we got one today.
I see.
So I want you to be a part of it.
I see. I got him down in the corner now. He can't leave. He can't.
No, he in there.
We see you now.
We see you. You ain't going nowhere.
I got you. I ain't going nowhere.
Somebody said definitely will feed
they
you.
said Aaron definitely will feed you.
Right?
All right, then. We in there then. Sure.
I didn't put that up there. All right, man. So we about to get into it. Dear brothers and dear sisters. And for you guys, This one is going to be a little bit different because
Definitely
it was sent to us by text pretty much. So I have to read it off kind of and the question or whatever. So it would be my voice this time.
And if you wanna, and
Here, let me go.
let them know about that.
Do we have an intro for that?
No,
we don't have an intro for Dear Brothers.
We need to.
Why we ain't got no intro for Dear Brothers? Man, you be messing up, dog.
If you guys want to send your comments and you have your questions, man, send your questions to. Your voice recordings no longer than a minute to firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. That's firedupbroadcasting@gmail.com. And label it Dear Brother or Dear Sister. Sisters, we need you. Brothers, we need you. Come on, holla at me now.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Jump out here now. Y'all been now. Now make me come find y'all for these Dear Brothers, Dear Sisters.
All right. So the question of the day, you guys, she says, Dear Sister, Dear Sisters, yeah, she said that I set my husband up with a side chick. And this is actually going to be a two-parter because it's for a question for both Dear Brother and Dear Sisters. She said, I set my husband up with a side chick. Why would a sister do that? And Dear Brother, why would you get upset? You get that? Did you get both of those? You got that?
Get that.
Let me do it one more time.
One more time.
Dear sisters, dear sisters, I set my husband up with a side chick. Why would a sister do that? And dear brothers, why would you get upset?
Oh, I know why exactly why I get upset. Oh, I'm gonna tell you. Fat boy gonna tell you why he gonna get upset. Cause you're full of shit. You understand me? You're full of shit. You knew I was hitting the side chick. You knew what I was doing. And hold on. Let me talk to the side chick real quick. What part of your game and your details and the description of your job did you mess up? You dropped the ball. How you let the main woman set you up with me?
Right.
You're supposed to be my piece.
Right.
You're the side chick. I got you solely because this woman is crazy.
Yeah.
You understand me? You didn't let this woman turn you crazy with her.
Right.
See, I'm owning you side chicks. Listen, brother.
Well, from what I understood, is that she set up her husband because she felt that he was cheating.
Oh.
Or to testing. It was a test to see if he's cheating.
Well, she was already a side chick, obviously.
Well, I know what it was is I think it was someone she knew or whatever, and she basically made her the side chick.
Oh.
And set him up to see if he bites.
That's even worse.
You see what I'm saying?
And your wife got too much damn time on her hands.
This is my thing. My thing is this. First of all, if you have to do that, if you feel in your mind and you have a gut feeling, you have to do that. And sometimes women want to do it because they trying to find the real truth. Because they already have the intuition, they already have the feeling of something being wrong.
For sure.
But sometimes they ignore it. Because, for one, whatever he might be saying might be on some BS, but she's going to believe him because she's in love with him. It's all emotional, it's feelings, right? But when all in all, you really know that he's not a good guy. But you set him up, yes, I'm going to be mad that you set me up.
I'm going to be furious.
As opposed to handling our business as a couple.
I just speaking from the man who got caught cheating, though. Talking about, I want you to handle our business different.
Who got caught cheating?
No, you talk about you didn't want her to set you up. You were hoping she handled it a different way. She caught you cheating.
No. I'm saying that the fact that if she was if she was that deep into wanting to catch him doing something, then she should have just been talking to him or whatever to the point where she should have, where basically they could have handled it a whole different way. Not involve someone else. You know what I'm saying? She involved someone else in their relationship, in their circle, even if you didn't trust him or whatever enough or whatever the case may be. If you didn't trust him enough, you should have just left him.
With all seriousness, fellas,
that's my opinion.
With all seriousness, fellas, leave the damn side chicks for the movies, man. Because you're gonna get yourself in damn trouble.
That part.
I'm gonna let you know. You better keep your woman and keep your ass at home. If you ain't learned nothing from Ime Udoka and all these dudes running around losing their money and losing their woman, the side chicks ain't working no more.
Yeah.
That's so 2019. I need you to get out of 2019, brothers. Come back to 2022 before you lose your wife. This man got set up by his wife and his side chick. Yeah. Hey, it's a new world
it wasn't
out
even. That's the thing is the wife made the chick, whoever she was, the side chick. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That you got somebody to set you up like that, man. You've
been out the game so damn long. This is why you need to keep your ass in the house. Because you've been out the game so long that you didn't even know your side chick was your friend, was your girlfriend, was your wife's friend. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. And they need to revoke your player card.
That is true.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's your wife's friend. But she your side chick. Listen to that.
But he didn't know there was a friend, though.
Absolutely.
That's the whole point.
My point exactly.
Yeah.
He should have kept his ass at home because he didn't even know how to distinguish friends.
Well, he didn't know how to distinguish from the point, right?
From a friend from a side chick. You didn't even know her friend. You ain't seen this friend.
So but you know what? And us as men, I ain't gonna lie, we done like that.
We
done like that.
Hey,
you
brother,
know what I'm saying? And women are so smart, strategic.
Yeah.
You know, with shit like that, man. That you just never know, and if you're doing wrong, or whatever, you know, it's gonna come out eventually.
Yeah,
you know, that's our guess, man. All right, what do you think about that, Aaron?
No, fellas, I agree with you all. I would say this. I don't know. I'm a young man, but I'm definitely old fashioned, and that could just be from the you know, I have a lot of married. I grew up around marriage. Almost everybody that I know is married or have a long lasting marriage.
Right.
So I would say definitely. I agree with you all. Trust is that definitely needs to be there, and especially when you are trying to build, you know, a relationship with someone, especially a marriage. You know,
Right.
You got to understand that it goes beyond, you know, just a paper, or it just goes beyond a wedding ring. You know, that's a life commitment. You know, and understand, you know, the thing is, something in my opinion that is very lost in relationships right now is communication. That you know, we feel as if we got to play certain little games to try to get certain answers.
Right.
But understand that, you know, in this life, you know, you have chosen to commit to somebody that you are building your life with, that you have chosen to build your future with, to you know, to grow your family with, you know, and ultimately be that life partner for you.
Right.
So the thing is that, you know, you can't introduce certain games or certain things, and then, you know, you always have to be sure that you are taking your significant other's feelings into consideration. And I'm talking on both sides, you know, because you got to understand that, you know, you got to have a solid foundation in order to have anything. And if you don't have no trust, you don't have a foundation at all.
Exactly.
So that's what I would say.
And you know, and for the guy to be mad, for the guy to be upset, you're upset that you got caught.
You're definitely
You're not upset that it happened.
I mean,
you just upset you're upset that you got caught, and you're upset that she knows the truth and you can't run from it.
I would be upset that I fell for falling for your best friend.
You feel what?
I would be upset that that I got caught falling for your best friend. Like, that's a different kind of retarded.
Yeah.
Like, that's
I don't know. We don't know if it's best friend.
Or even her friend,
somebody
like
she knew.
You was trying to be a player.
It was somebody you knew.
You know what I'm saying? You was trying to be a player and end up messing with your girl's friend. Like, that's a different type of loser.
Yeah.
Like, you can't get past that. Like, now the ladies is not gonna even date you now because they gonna know you a cheater.
Yeah.
You messed up all your game.
And that's probably why he mad, because he messed up his whole
he
thing
ain't
right
even
there.
gonna get nothing no more.
He gotta go to a different state.
And the dinner he paid for that night was all free.
All right, man.
Go home with that girl.
All right, man. Aaron, man, we appreciate you joining us, man.
I appreciate you all for having me.
Thanks for participating here at the end for us, man. And we'll talk soon. Most definitely keep intact. Most definitely keep me in a loop on something, man. If there's something you see, you know, if you see some kind of talent that I might have, just you know, just you know what I mean. You might
want to let it go. No, for real.
Hit us up, man. Hit us up.
You know,
I got you.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate you, man. And we'll see you next time, man. And most definitely, when something new comes up, man, this is your home. You can come in and put it out there, bro. Most definitely.
You got every time you got a
platform. Have me back, I'll keep coming. That's how.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Once again, for Mr. Aaron Avant Johnson. Peace. Thanks, man.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, so that's gonna do it, man. We had some other stuff to talk about, but we didn't need it. We didn't need it.
Aaron did a great job of keeping us engaged, and, you know, gave us some great game information, man.
Exactly.
Shout out to our guests, and shout out to you, Fuel, man.
What's that?
And shout out to the show. Shout out to the
shout out to us, you guys. We are progressing as well. I mean, we've gotten hella love on YouTube. Like I said, you know what I'm saying, we reaching our goals. We're getting there. And then, as we said before, we can go live now on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? That was a threshold that even got to get to. You know what I'm saying? Now all we do is need y'all to go on our Instagram page, you know what I'm saying, and start following on there and set, you know what I'm saying, shoot it up. You know what I'm saying? Fired Up Broadcasting on Instagram, you guys. Hit us up on there. Stay up to date on new stuff that we got coming. You can stay up to date on new TikToks or films, whatever we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That type of thing or whatever. You know what I mean? It's good to have it all. It's good to have TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all of that, Instagram, you know what I mean? And stay connected with us, y'all, and continue to show us some love. We appreciate you. We love y'all. Until next week, man. You got anything?
Sir. Man, no, same shit. Once again, shout out to our guests. But thank y'all, man. Y'all be safe out there. I love y'all. Thank y'all for just going with us on this journey, man. It's a slow crawl, but it's a marathon, man, not a race. Like my man Nip said, man. Exactly. We running our marathon, man. And I'm excited to be on this journey with y'all and vice versa. So thank y'all for the support. Thank y'all for the patience. Thank y'all for the love, man. Shout out to y'all. For real, for real.
That's what's up, you guys. And that's going to do it for us, man. Until next week, same bad time, same bad channel, you guys.
And
shoot. And remember, if they talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.
All our illusions will disappear, and all the reasons start to fade.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Reasons, the show where you can give your reasons why you think what you feel about what we're talking about today. We should know this, man.
We say no.
Dear brother, how do y'all deal with erectile dysfunction when you're in a relationship?
I wouldn't know how to do it unless I had it. And remember, if they're talking about you behind your back, they behind you for a reason. Peace.